Today we're looking at lesson 5.3 for geometry on inequalities in one triangle. So we're going to be comparing side lengths and angle measures to each other based on a few different theorems. So I've put a picture here of the definition of inequality, which it says for any real numbers a and b, a is greater than b if and only if there is a positive number c, so that if you add b plus c together, it would equal a. So they gave you an example. 5 equals 2 plus 3, so 5 is greater than 2, and 5 is greater than 3. They have a few different inequalities, properties basically for real numbers. So they've shown you here, you can compare and say a is less than b. You could say a is equal to b, or a is greater than b. And then you have the transitive property, addition property, and subtraction property. They've also shown you a picture of the exterior angle here at the bottom, angle 1. And as we know from the exterior angle theorem, then 2 and 3 are going to add up together to get angle 1. So on that same note, we have an exterior angle inequality. So it's saying that angle 1 is always going to be greater than A as well as greater than B, the two remote interior angles. So using that theorem, the exterior angle inequality theorem, we're going to list all the angles that satisfy this condition. So it's saying measures that are less than angle 1. So it's going to be all the remote interior angles. So it could be, here's angle 1. So it could be angle, angle 3, that's inside the figure. It could be angle 4, that's also inside the figure. If you think of triangle PQR, it could be angle 5, that's also inside the figure, and it could be angle 6. So angles 3, angle 4, angle 5, and angle 6. It would not be angle 7, because you can see there, angle 7, it is inside the figure, but it is not remote in comparison to angle 1, meaning it is not on the outside angles of the triangle. Like these are. Angles 3 and 4 are located with the Q inside the triangle, and angles 5 and 6 are located with the R inside the triangle. And then if we're going to try and compare measures that are greater than angle 8, we want to look at any exterior angles across from angle 8, and the only one that is angle 2. So that would have to be your greater than angle 8 angle. Now we have two more theorems here. The angle-side relationships in triangles. You have theorem 5.9 and theorem 5.10. One is comparing the sides, one is comparing the angles. So what it says is, if you have the angle opposite the side, it's going to go in that order basically. So the largest side, the angle opposite that is going to be the largest angle, and so on. And if you reverse it, you have the largest angle. The side across from that is going to be the largest side. So you can put sides and angles in order that way. So we're going to list the angles and the sides of triangle ABC in order from smallest to largest. All they've given us is the sides, so we're going to look across from the sides to get the angles. So 7 is the largest side, so that makes CB the largest side. Then we can go in order AB, 4.8, and then AC. So those are our sides in order. Now they want us to actually do smallest to largest, so let me switch that. It would be AC, AB, CB. So those are the sides. They're already labeled, so that makes it easy. Now across from the sides are going to be your angles. So the smallest angle is going to be across from the smallest side, 3.7. So angle B. Then we go in order. Across from 4.8 is angle C. And then, like I said already, across from 7, the largest side, is angle A. So those are our angles from smallest to largest. Then we have angles only measured and not the sides. So actually we first need to find the other angle here. We know that one is 90 degrees, one is 51 degrees. So we need to subtract 90 plus 51 from 180 to get our other angle. So meaning we're going to subtract 141 from 180. So that would give us 39 for this angle. And now we can match the angles across from the sides. So the angles are given to us. We could do angle X is the smallest, angle W, angle Y. And those are your angles listed. And then across from the angles, the smallest angle is going to be side W, Y. Across from 51 degrees is side Y, X, and across from the largest angle that's 90 degrees, is WX. So those are going to be your sides in order from smallest to largest. And the last lesson, or the last example here, is we have a triangle. And you have, during lifeguard training, this instructor is simulating a person that's in distress, so needs help being rescued from each trainee. So to get help quickest, we need to figure out which trainee is going to be closest to the instructor. So they've labeled 2 angles here, so that would make this third one have to be 61. So if we're trying to figure out the path to the instructor, either this side or this side, 61 is going to be a longer path. And 59 is going to be a shorter path. So where trainee 1 is the shorter path, which is on this side. So that would make trainee 1 the closest to the instructor. And that concludes lesson 5.3 on inequalities in one triangle.